Welcome back to Screen Zen viewers. I'm your host Jason, and we're here to talk about the Little Mermaid movie. Let's get into some standouts, intro, and stick around for a little known fact about the film and my recommendation. Let's get it. Going into this review, I didn't want to draw too many comparisons to the original film, but they're remaking it, so I had to. I wanted to review this standing on its own 2 feet. There's a lot of new people working on this film, a lot of new actors, a lot of new agendas that Disney has. Let's get into the standout. The story is definitely a standout to me. It doesn't sway too far from the original, and because in certain scenes we get a little bit more of her while she's on her feet, in the castle and around the land, it actually adds to the story because it's bringing more elements and interactions than we had in the first film. The age-old classic, fish literally out of water, Ariel actually in a climate where she's kind of pigeonholed to just being in one place. The visuals were also some of the best ever seen in a remake, so I just wanted to put that out there. From the underwater elements to even her on the island on her feet, it was colorful, it was beautiful. I was pleasantly surprised mostly by the characters, which is my next standout. Sebastian, played by Daveed Diggs. The voice was on point, that's all I needed. When he started singing Under the Sea and all the other songs, I was pleasantly surprised, and I actually just sat back and was like, why did I even doubt this guy? You know, I've seen his work. I'm not afraid of him reaching out and doing new things because to me, he knocks it out of the park every single time. And this is no exception. Now, when we talk about Sebastian the Crab, I noticed that they did make some differences that I was actually happy to visually see. They didn't give me the dead animal taxidermy look where the animal just looks unalived, okay? They animated the eyes a little bit. The animation was beautiful. You can see a little bit more emotion. Now, I am comparing this to The Lion King. To me, all the animals were just like, they really went hard on the realism because I couldn't see any emotion in their face. Well, that's not the case with this film. Daveed Diggs and what he brings off screen is just marries perfectly. The next character standout is definitely Ursula, played by Jenny McCarthy. Talk about a new light. She was a thing of evil and you feel it in every single scene that she's a part of. I'll be honest with y'all. Whenever I see someone from SNL in a movie, I get a little bit nervous, okay? So I've had examples of like Ghostbusters remake where it was just mostly SNL and it fell flat. They were trying to do it was like a sketch comedy rather than a well put together movie. But in this one, forget all of that, okay? Jenny McCarthy did have her comedic beats, but it wasn't overdone. The comedy and the evil, the meticulous thought of how to get back at King Triton and become ruler of the seas was very well done. Amazing. It was almost like she was ripped the animated movie. Bravo. I can't leave the standouts without talking about Halle Bailey, Ariel. Wow. Pleasant surprise. Was not expecting such a performance from her, to be honest with you. From her underwater renditions of the songs, to her being on land and on her feet, every time she was on screen, I was not mad. I was not annoyed. It was great. And there's even a scene at the end and towards the beginning of the second act where we all know she loses her voice and she gets taken to the surface world. That's where they truly start the world building. They take the time for her to be on screen and it's like, oh wow, the sense of wonder and everything. She's not saying a thing, but her acting is coming out, which is what great acting does. This is probably the best acting I've seen in a Disney live action. I should do a tier list on all the Disney live action remakes, so leave a comment down below if you want me to do that. Now, my last standout is on the edge of standout and my cons, so that's why I put it here. King Triton, played by Javier Bardem, played a great Triton. Now, he played a great Triton in look. He looked like the character when he was speaking in the beginning to Ariel and all his daughters. Beautiful, perfect, bravo, great job. While he was in the scenes that required a little bit more emotion, namely when he finds Ariel's hideout And we all know, if you watch the original cartoon, it gets dark. His eyes start glowing. He's angry. He's yelling. He's like, you will not, you shall not pass. You know what I mean? In this one, I didn't really get the sense of danger or fear and need to feel that from him in order to tell the story. He seemed very, I don't want to say deadpan because it wasn't that flat, but just lack of emotion. Flounder didn't really do it for me. They're trying to make it realistic. I don't know what type of fish Flounder. Oh, Flounder. He's a flounder. I was like, okay, I get they were trying to have like the stripes on him and make him kind of look. His eyes was bugging. They tried to make him look so real. Certain scenes, I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling Flounder too much. Now, because you see Flounder, Scuttle, and Sebastian together, it was like, out of those three, Flounder definitely was on the bottom of the list for me. I didn't like the look. The voice acting was good. Now, when I think about the things that I liked the least, there were a couple of songs that were added to the new adaptation that I just was not feeling. And honestly, I know Lin-Manuel Miranda had his hand in this. If he does this again, it might ruin his career. The first song in particular was sung by Eric. Now, guys, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring more story, more context to these characters. So this song was to show what Eric was thinking, what he wants, what he needs as he's living in the castle and torn between two worlds. The song was very boring and dry to me. As he's talking to his mother and father, king and queen, I understood the severity of why they're saying no to him. I also understood why he wanted to go. He's trying to solve an issue of the people in the castle and of the land. I don't think it was needed. All right, guys. Now, this song, I don't know who greenlit this, but it's entitled Scuttlebutt. And I knew exactly who wrote it, because it went into the Eminem flow, and you know what I'm talking about. Whenever Lin-Manuel Miranda does a song, if you didn't even know he was a part of the movie, if you start hearing people rapping like Eminem, more than not, he had his hand in writing that song. It's the, I woke up feeling iffy, my lover didn't kiss me, I find him dead in the middle of Little Italy with a middleman I didn't know diddly, so I killed him lyrically. Stop doing that. And quite honestly, I couldn't actually put Scuttle and Aquafina in a con list. I don't blame them for that. That was a scene that I think they worked together a little bit, but Lin-Manuel, ooh, that was a rough one. I hope I never hear a song like that from you ever again. You don't make Hamilton, In the Heights, and Moana, and have a hand in Moana, and then come out with some crap like that. Don't ever do that again. There were actually some scenes when they get to the castle that I did not enjoy. Because she is on land a lot more, they have interactions with her and Eric trying to build that reason that they even like each other. It dragged the movie down for me. When you go see this, if you saw this, let me know what you thought of these scenes with them being together. Did it drive the story forward, or do you think some of them fell flat? Did you know? The original Ariel voice actor was placed in a scene in the new movie. As Ariel explores the market, she appears sharing a dingle hopper with the voice acting version of Ariel. I like this movie. It was a pleasant surprise. I'm just happy that it wasn't as bad as some of the other live action remakes that we've gotten. It's up there with Aladdin. It's up there with Cruella to me, Lion King. They threw money at this, and you can see that. If you are a fan of Disney movies, you'll enjoy this a lot. Go see it. Find the theater. Pay money. You'll enjoy this very much. I actually recommend this if you have children. This is a great opportunity for parents to show the original film, take them to go see this, and then talk about the differences. So if you're not a Disney buff or even a parent, then this could wait. It's not a must-see. You can wait for Disney Plus and stream it and enjoy it there. This is comparatively one of their best work. Guys, I put little known facts in each review I do. Take a look at my review playlist for more videos so you can learn a little bit more about films that you might have seen, films you might not have seen yet. If you found this review helpful in any way, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. Hope to see you soon.